Well, it's time to get after it again today. So everything's still right here where I left it. Start up the dump truck, fire up the excavator. I'm gonna make another cut. I'm gonna get that clay cut back to about where the back of the dump truck is and get that lower side filled in over there. Kind of see what it starts looking like. I may go over there to where I stopped that last cut, start cutting some of that back to get enough dirt to build or fill in the back slope back there to finish leveling that out across there, and just kind of see what kind of the clay's looking like over there. And then come back over here and strip some more ground and get some more of this cut out. So the pond pretty much is going to come right down the edge of this grass by the grapple. And while I was up here in the truck yesterday, I did happen to see an old flag out in the pond from day one, or a flag in the field from day one. I'm not going to walk in the weed, it's all wet, but somewhere over here is a shoreline marker. Maybe I'll find it later. So all right, let's move some dirt. So 10 more loads dumped over there in that low area. I'm gonna go jump on the dozer, spread that out. Probably 10 more, may get that up level. Then I'll see if I want to go over there and start cutting some of that hillside out. But definitely some nice clay right here in this hillside. That clay's got so much moisture in it, it just sticks to the drum so bad. But it bonds good. So that's 20 loads down so far this morning. I'm gonna rake all this sticky clay out the back of the truck again, make me a little ramp. I'm gonna go over there and start cutting some of that down and filling in that back edge right there and kind of building that slope in, and just kind of start working my way back down that side, because I think I got enough clay over here to finish this side of the pond dam, but I know that I need to get that dug out and go ahead and waste that dirt somewhere. So I'm back over here now on the far side, getting this cut out. Still a lot of topsoil and mess, a little bit of clay. Not a whole lot of good clay for the dam, but it's good to put on that back slope. So that's where I'm hauling it to kind of ration my clay. Let's haul load number 3 for this side. So I made me a little ramp down the hill right there. Full load, it's pouring all off the sides. This topsoil, I swear it stayed, which doesn't make sense because it's sandier. You can actually put more in the truck. I don't know why, it piles up better than the clay does. Take it easy so I don't knock a whole lot of topsoil off into my clay here and get it all contaminated. And I'm just kind of coming up here and then backing over the edge and dumping it over there, and I'll take the dozer and bench that in, pack it in place, and keep doing it again. And that'll save a lot of my clay from toppling off down the hill. As you can tell, it should be plenty wide. But it's a whole lot easier to cut the slopes back than it is to add to them. See how good I can drive here. Drive and film, not flip over. About 3 or 4 more and a few on the front. Be ready to blade that off and do it again. Then it'll be about lunchtime. So I'm making the most of the hillside over here. It's about every cut is about 2 loads of topsoil and 1 load of clay. So it's worth my time to I need the topsoil to kind of build that slope like I've been doing. But it's worth a second to just kind of layer it out, keep the clay out of it. That way I can make a cut of that as I'm going and use that for the pond dam. And that way that's not getting wasted over there on the backside of the pond dam. This is some really good material here. It just happens to have 2.5 feet of topsoil over top of it, but it is what it is. Cut here is a little bit bigger. I'll probably get 2 loads of clay out of it. Still a few little random roots here and there. Just pick those out. Lay them over here to the side. Just keep cutting and working this over to the bank. Over 7 feet deep right here, so I've definitely reached the minimum. I said on the paperwork everything would be a minimum of 5 feet deep, so I need the clay, so I'm digging on down a little bit deeper. Stuff is just as sticky as the clay on the other side. It's just, I just see it sticking to the bucket, which means it's going to pack great. Also means it's going to stick inside the truck horribly, and to the dozer blade and the compactor, all that fun stuff. Alright, well, let me go dump that. Looks like I'm going to get 2 loads of clay out of this cut. You want to know what a beautiful sight is? That big red combine over there cutting all that wheat. I've been doing my best to work around it. Finally, he's going to cut that field, and that'll be out of my way. That way I can go ahead and finish stripping that topsoil, because the pond dam's got to go about another probably 40 feet behind the dozer up there into that field. So there's still a fair amount of wheat there in the way. So I'm glad he is here cutting that today. Well, that's another 25 loads. That's 55 loads so far for today. They are back to cut the wheat. Evidently the moisture was too high this morning. He only made one pass around there and called it quits for about 3 hours. So I'm gonna hop on the dozer and knock this dirt down. Well, it's coming along. Still got to fill in pretty much to about the top of this row of dirt right here. So still a good 5 or 6 feet all the way down, which will probably be about 4 more lifts. So a lot of dirt, but not near as much as what it's taken so far. I'll probably end up pulling this front edge right here back a little bit. Dam's still going to be a touch wider than I wanted it to, but it's easier to pull some off the slope than try to add to it. I'm going to finish cutting out. I ain't got enough time today to finish cutting this corner out over here, but I'm going to load a few more loads and back them down here, run a row out, and finish that up in the morning. But it's definitely getting tall now. I'd say we're probably 16, 17 feet. Maybe, well, no, it's probably closer to 18 or so if I got to put about another 6 feet or so in here. Yeah. Long ways down is what it is. And this is going to be a wrap for today. So I've burnt a tank of fuel out of each machine, half a tank each day. So I got 2 empty machines here, a truck and an excavator, but I did end up moving 65 loads today, so a lot more dirt moved. Still probably, I don't know how many loads it's going to take to put 6 feet of dirt across that whole dam, but the rest of that hillside and this right here will be enough to do it though. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll finish cutting that out, blend that in. I don't have, maybe I'll probably have another 15 loads of clay I can dig out right there, and then the rest of it will come out. All this is topsoil right here, so I'm saving that to top dress the top of the dam, and then anything else we need to fill in with that. But I'll probably start about right there beside the grapple and start cutting that back over there towards the pond dam.